Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. So I have my little booklet that it's like a mini journal that we made during the VIP this last week. The VIPs received this pastel embroidery digital kit at the VIP. It's now available to you in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. Our VIP is the virtual internet party for everyone that finished the challenge. This was the challenge for February, our little golden book challenge. And so we made this little booklet. Now this started out as an idea that Amity Bloom she made, and it was for a no-sew journal using book pages. So heads up, in April, we're using book pages in our challenge. So she took the papers and she went ahead and folded them over and made like the beginning of a paper airplane. That's what it reminded me of. We called this section, the fuselage. Because you know, here at Dear Julie Julie, I have to give things a funny name. So we used 6 of these pages and then made a couple of other pages for the prototype, we're calling it, the one that we made during the VIP. And so you just go ahead. We're going to just put together 3 of them here. So that you get an idea of how we got this started, okay? And I will post the link to the Amity Bloom video down below so you can go and see how she did it. Different. I mean, it's I always have to change things a little. So hopefully my glue will come out. We'll be able to glue this part down. Okay, so we're going to glue on the first one. We're calling this the cover. We're going to glue it down. And on this one, when I folded it over, I did not go all the way to the edge. I pulled it back a little bit, okay? And then go ahead and line your straight edge up. I went ahead and kept the raggedy edge. Okay, so that was my first page. That was our cover. And you could go either way. So, okay. And we did it again. And this time, so this was our cover. Okay. And I ended up coming back with washi and some of the scrap papers and put them and covered them. Okay. For my second page, when I took this, and so this was my first, so no, this is my first page, okay? And then I took this one and I laid it on top. I left this open. Okay, we're gonna turn it this way after all, because I want the raggedy edge the same on all of them, okay? So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to measure it out, figure out where this, I want it to be on the inside. Line it up. Okay, line it up with this. Okay. And this one is going to sit on top of here. Now what I did with this one is I turned it into a pocket. Okay, I grabbed a piece of cardstock. Actually, I used my roll paper. Pull it up and then cut it here and then put it back down, and I was able to cover this and make a pocket here. Okay, so I had a pocket there. just, okay. And then I came down here and I put glue on the 3 edges and put this down. Oh, my little flap is coming off the top. Okay, and that's going to give me my next page. Okay, that's where the problem is. Let's line this up. Bloopers are included here. Okay, so we have our cover. It opens up. Then you have this, and it opens up. Remember, I'm going to cover that. I'll have a pocket here and a pocket here. And, of course, I have this sticking out. I can just cut it because, you know, it's... Okay, so then what I did here is I brought in a piece of a cardstock. And so you can see here, there's the triangle that is here, giving me a pocket. I used some of the Dear Julie Julie digital, and it was one of the postcard digitals. Put a little bit under, came across, had a pocket. Here, this went under, and I made a flap, okay? So I added a flap there. So this is what we've got here. And from the Dear Julie Julie digital, which is the newest embroidery digital, it's still on sale in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop, along with its companions. I still have this to work with. I added the pocket here and some washi. Okay, again, I've got this pocket, and I have this pocket, and I have this pocket. Remember, I love pockets, and I cannot lie. Okay, so going over to the next page, instead of adding another one of these pages, I went ahead and I cut out the tags. Okay, so the tags from the loaded tag, I cut those out. This one has been put in, and there's a pocket behind it here. And then this one is where I added the next flap. Okay, so that's where I added the next flap. Okay, and then here I made an envelope, and you'll see how she made hers. It's really amazing. We were struggling, so we took one of the Dear Julie Julie digitals, the full page digital, added tissue on the inside, folded it into an envelope. So this time the flap like this, instead it's the envelope. Okay, so we have a flap paper here that is this, and then we're gonna decorate this. Okay, so now I have a pocket here and a pocket here. This was just a little different. I don't like to do things exactly as others have done it. So now here we have, you can go ahead and slide something in here. Okay, and slide something in there, or we can add a, add something, a paper, pretend that's full. Add something here, have another pocket, slice this, and have another pocket here. So I haven't decided yet, but that's how we did the envelope. I added the doily on top to even all this out. And then this was my next flap. Okay, so now instead of, I had the flap like this, I went ahead and I did fold this one down. So you see we have 8 pages, but I didn't just use the book pages. I also used the tag page and the envelope. Okay, so here, instead of moving up so that your flap goes here, on this one, my flap is right here at the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this over right at the edge. Okay. It's going to give me a longer page over here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in. Okay, I'm going to fold that in, and I'm going to fold it back, and I'm going to cut this point off. Okay, what's the point? I'm going to cut the point off. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. I put washi tape on top here, and then what I did here was I glued this triangle, and glued the area right down at the edge. Okay, then I took this and I laid it right up against this edge. Now remember, this has the envelope, it has the tags. If you have the digital and you want to follow along, okay. And now we've added that, and we have a tuck space here. Now we have, this is extra long, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to line it up, and I went ahead and for right now I made a flip out of it. Okay, so right now that is there. Now I added the washi. This is one of the tuck pieces from the large, from the loaded tag. And right now it's added to that washi. And so I'm going to continue with this and turn this into a pocket. It'll be a pocket on a flap. Okay, so you turn this over. And what I did here is I had another one of the pages from the book. Okay, so let's grab another page from the book. And the larger your book, the better. Mine is actually, what did we end up with? It's 6 1/4 or 6 3/8 by 8 7/8 ish. Okay, so that's how big mine is. And the other VIPs that were making theirs along with me, they decided that, you know, they had chosen books that were too small. And so finding a larger one was a good idea. Okay. Okay. So watch for the VIPs. They have done theirs. I think Big Mama's is in the group. Okay, so now this one, it's underneath here. Okay, and so I just went ahead and let's go ahead, figure out where the fold is going to be. There's where the fold is going to be. Line it up, fold it down, and that one I went ahead and I glued the whole thing down. So basically the book page is just, it's your base, okay? And then we're covering it. We're covering this base. And it's fun that it's no-sew. So you just got to stack it on top of each other here, though. Okay. So that one is fully attached. Okay. We've got that. We've got the tuck. Okay. And then you turn. And then this one, I made it a flip-flop flap. Okay. a flip-flop flap. And I'm going to do something else with it, probably. So this is my booklet. But this one has the envelope and it has the large tag pages that I added to it. Okay, we can go ahead and glue this one down. I call this area the fuselage. Okay, we're still going to go ahead and put this on and figure out where it should fold for the page. Okay, so I'm going to figure this out for adding the page. Now at the VIP, we did this much slower, okay, because people continue to come in, and so we re-show some of the things. It is a different process. I show things over and over again, so it's different when you're at the VIP than what I'm showing you here. But I want to catch you up on how we did this. And then of course you can check out Amity Bloom No Sew Journal, and she just did it within the last couple of weeks. So okay, there we go. Okay, so my cover. Then next is the one, there's a pocket under here, and there's going to be a pocket here. Then we have where I did the large tags and had another page, okay? And then we're going to we did the fold over tuck. We've got the flip over here because we had extra. Then all of it attached and down, and I put pages on top. Then we have this, and it has a flip-flop fold. So it's attached. It's kind of like a tip-in, okay? So that gives us a base. So again, my base this is the cover. I have covered it with the washi tape and paper strips. Then this is the first attached page, and it has a pocket here and a pocket here. And then I attached from my 5x7, I think, or 5x8, this Bow Bunny paper pad, family heirloom collection. I have it out because it's got sewing stuff in it. See, there's great scissors and the dress forms. So I have that out to be able to use that in my journal that I'm making, the sewing journal. Okay, and then I added the Dear Julie Julie digital. It was from the postcard page, and I put this over and I cut some off and then glued this down. So this is glued down. This, we added a pocket. This is the large tags, added a little washi here and some of the washi here on this side. And this is a pocket here, and we have a pocket under here. And I'm going to have to, so yeah, I'm going to have to do something else there. Because the washi, well, could go washi, yeah, the glue was on top of the washi. So I did use a plain paper here. Then our envelope is on here as a double tuck, okay? So you've got two places and this spot. Got the tuck here, and then I've added this. I'm going to put something behind it, okay? And that's going to give me another flip page. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to fill in these other pages. So again, this is on top of that one that I glued down. And this is on top of the other page with a little bit of washi over here. This is my flip-flop fold. Okay, I use napkin on top of it. This is the other tuck, and I put washi and strips on the paper covering the words behind it, but that gives me that tuck. And then this is the back. And so we'll probably put like some fabric on the edge here. And the other thing is you can also add in like signatures of paper in here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, so that's the setup. Okay, that's the setup. That was a rough setup, but there you go. Again, it's the perk of the VIP that finished. They got the extra time building it. And yeah, so now we're going to go ahead and continue here. So it looks like that is on there really good. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I want to put this. Okay. And I'm going to, you know me, I'm going to pinch it. And then I'm going to use the lace scissors. Okay. Figure out approximately where. Okay, so I wanted to finish something that's on my desk. If you want to join in with the, we're going to be making the recipe, the family recipe book. If you want to join in with that, the details for that will come out later today. And so I think it's going to be really cool. I was not ready for the video for today. So you're going to want a 1-inch binder if you're doing it. And then either the antique recipe book or one of the other recipe book digital kits. They're available in the dearJulieJulie Etsy shop. Okay, so this is going to come over. So we have attached it to all of that. Now, I'm going to want to put something here also. I'm going to want to decorate that somehow. So I think we're going to end up coming back for embellishments. That's okay, but I do like that. Okay, so we have another pocket because you know me, I love pockets and I cannot lie. Okay, so I do have some of the pieces here, as well as I do have some more of the scraps of things that I've been using. Okay, so I have from my favorite flower book, I have this page. Let me show you my flower book. So it's 134 paintings in full color, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it's got a lily pad on the back and the front. I'll be using that, my dad's book. Got these pages. This is my second or third one of these. Golden Nature Guide and Golden Press are the trademarks. A guide to familiar American wildflowers. It's a nature guide. Okay, so I love this book, and let's see. There it is. There's the page 40. Okay, so this is my second or third one of these, and I'm going to add this in. Let's see. I'm going to add it onto this little flap here. You know me, I love the numbers, so I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to come down here and figure out where I need to cut it off, and I need just a sliver. I need to cut off a sliver. Sliver. And I'm going to leave both sides because I think it is wonderful. And, you know, having the variety of types of pages in my journals is another thing that I really like. Okay, so if I can go this way, okay, so having the crazy edge here on this edge, and then we'll bring it over and we'll have, you know me, we'll have a border tuck here. Okay, so we're going to put our glue along here and down and across. Okay, and then we'll take this and line it up on that edge. Okay, so we'll have this, and then this, and this. We'll have a place to put something there. And then we have this area. I have this in my stash. Now I have this. Oh, I kind of like this. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to want something along there. I'm going to go ahead and cut this so that it has the white frame. So this is from the new pastel embroidery kit. And this is one of the postcard pages that I'm using right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it right up against this side. And then I'll attach something over here. Okay, we'll go ahead. You know what? This, you can write on this, so I'm going to just put this whole page down. I am using my art glitter glue. We're just going to go around the edge. So this video is in real time. I'm not going to have time to edit and put other things in it. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now I have two washies that I'm using. Okay, and there is room for writing here, so I'm thinking, okay, here we go. I want to make sure I get enough to cover. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I'm going to put down the pink and white gingham first. Right into the edge there. And go ahead and plop it up. And then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to add glue on this. Okay. Okay. So there's that. And then okay, do I want to add this one? I think I'm going to go with this. I went with the whole, put glue on the whole thing, so. So washi washi, this gives us a whole page here. We have this flip. Okay. We have this. Okay, I do want to add washi here. Okay. We've got washi in the middle. Okay. Could add a paper also. Okay, I'm going to go for the whole piece. Okay. Okay, I feel better about the way that is doing that. Okay, I am going to add some of my the joint tape. Sure I am. This is the joint tape from Lowe's. It is listed down below. So if you can't find it inside your Lowe's, you can hopefully be able to purchase it online. It comes and goes though, you guys. Okay, so that will help give us stability to that page. Okay, fold over. Okay. Okay, I might want to do something here. I'm gonna give it some time. Okay, so this is gonna go like that. That'll go like that. Okay. Okay, so we want to do something with this area. Okay, and this is part of the cover. Okay, I'm thinking cutting this. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Glue it across. Pull it over. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut across. And then we're going to go ahead and use the lacy scissors to give this a lacy edge. I could actually just attach some lace to the edge here, but I am trying to use up this box of pretty scraps that I've got over here. How are you guys doing on using up your scraps? Okay. Okay, so that's going to come in. That's going to go across. Yep, I like that. Okay, so now we have a pocket here. If you don't want a pocket, go ahead and you can go ahead and close it off. But I'm going to try something. So I wanted a pocket. Okay, so out of looking to see what I've got over here. So this is what you're gonna see so far. Oh, I have probably noticed all of pockets. I'm gonna go ahead. This is from one of those gardening binders. And I had pulled this out for another project. I'm actually thinking about kind of, because there are a lot of straight edges in this little goodie. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay. Okay, I'll come over here. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut this off. And that's going to give me, well, you know what? We are doing some ripped edges, so let's rip that. Put this in. Okay, and that's going to give me a place that we can put something. Put this all the way up to the edge. I'm going to use double-sided tape on this one because it is shiny paper. Okay. There we go. So don't forget about your double-sided tape. Being able to use that. Okay, it does take up more room and you lose some of the pocket, but it's okay. It will stay stuck to the shiny edge. Okay, so come down. So it's kind of like, I mean, we've put this thing together and then we're turning it into an altered book, basically, by covering up all the writing. Okay, so there we'll have that. And then we have white paper here. I'm going to probably want to do something with that eventually. Okay, now we've got this, and I want to cover that. I think I want to use something other than the, oh, how about this? I thought about a whale's tail type, excuse me, like a whale tail punch on there. cute is that little list of things that you need? Okay, could have, because I like the way this is looking. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay, so that can go under. Okay, could so we can go ahead and line this all the way up. I kind of like that idea. Okay, but I also kind of like it down here. Okay. Okay, we'll go. Go ahead and put this on. And this edge here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this for right now and put it below in case there's, in case I'm off with my glue, which I am. Okay, I want to go to the, okay. Okay, I think I want to do, okay, how do I do this? Like this. Okay, like, okay, I had another piece of this. I was trying to use the scraps. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, so this is going in under. It's going to be interesting. This is going to help with the pocket. I don't need a double pocket, you guys. Do not need a double pocket. I've got enough pockets happening. Okay. Okay. Let's glue down this. She looks perturbed. I just need to get this glued to this. Oh, actually that can get glued all the way because she's a pocket. Okay, so we can glue that. Okay, so that's what we've got from this side. And then we have this pocket here. And look at there. We can go ahead and put that down. Oh my gosh, I'm quite excited. Okay. Okay. Using scraps. Scraps. Scrappy, scrap, scrap. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and went too far. There we go. Okay. Come in here. Have you done an altered book? We did an altered book in April last year. And then we used our embellishments, or our book pages, to make embellishments. So you can check that out. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and I'm going to use, because of the shiny, I'm going to go ahead and put this side down with the double-sided tape. That should help hold down my little pocket over here. And then we'll use a little bit up here on the curve. Okay, so that gives us a pocket here. Okay. And we still have this pocket here. Now we need to come over here, and I think we'll go ahead, we can use this. Now we could go ahead and let it come off all the way and be a tuck. And that might actually be better, okay, than that really small hole there. Yeah. Okay. I think we can do that. So we'll just put that on there. Put it back. Okay. We fix this. Okay. So page that you can write on. Tuck space, flip out, right here. Okay, so we're gonna want to do something here. Look at there. We've got a piece. Okay. So if we take this can go on here. So we'll cut that. This is from the dearJulieJulie Pastel Embroidery Digital. We're going to go ahead and add that. Okay, so, but behind it, we're probably going to want something. Okay. Okay, if that was to go in, if we go almost, well, I think we need to go basically almost all the way to the edge because of that. Okay, well, we'll see. Okay, so we've got the I'll flip over, fold it both ways. Okay, this will cover up that whole page and this part. Okay, now you can decide if you want a pocket here. There is room. I'm going to give it a pocket. Okay, I am going to go ahead and pinch this side also. Now all these pieces I'm going to save because they can be the things that go in all pockets. So this can, you know, it can end up going in something, or it can, you know, it can finish off. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna add this. This is the flip-flop page. Oh, you know what? Let's give this a thumb hole. Okay. That just makes it easier to put things in and out if you did want to utilize the pocket. Okay. then we're going to put this down as a inside border tuck. I'm going to not put glue on the side where my hand is. That way I want the little buds on the top. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I want this to hold down. So I'm thinking of course something could come here and that could be a paper clip from the outside. Okay, I like that idea. Okay. How are we doing? We need something on the back. Okay, so this opens and opens. Maybe some, oh, you know what? I do have these. Okay. Okay. We've used a lot of different types of things in here. Okay. I have a little box down here. I do have a piece of fabric. Okay, and this is from one of my sales. So we do sales here on Dear Julie. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna probably, yeah, I like that. Go ahead and come all the way here. Okay. Okay, now I want to make sure that I still have 12 inches to be able to make a journal cover for a journal that I have coming up. Okay. So, yeah, so if you're interested in live sales, fabric, paper, all the things, make sure that you are subscribed so that you know when they are coming. I do live sales, so. Okay, here's this. Okay, we're gonna fray the edge. Afraid so. Okay. Let's see. As far as colors. Oh, wait a minute. No. We want it to, well, that might work. Because this is pretty blue. Okay. Just fray the edge. Come around. Okay. I'm like, did I glue this down? I don't remember. Doesn't feel like it. Okay. And you're like, why are you taking that off? I'm taking that off because it'll be easier to have my fabric stick to that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay, I want it to come around this way. Okay. I'm going to start it from this side and then let it come around here. Okay. Fabric tack is my friend. Okay. Okay, so that'll be the back. This is just a silicone spatula. Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay, I did pull this out. I think that going across right there will be really fun. Let's see if we go from there to there. And fabric to fabric, so this will be a good, when it decides to come out. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to be putting a eyelet here, and so my closure will come around and then like down and through is my plan. Okay, let's make sure that, okay, I like that. I like that very much. Okay, I do want one of the images from the kit to go on here. So probably one of the girl, one of her, or maybe, see, the basket's in here. There's the heart. Okay, the other thing is I want a fabric, couple fabric things. Okay, we could do on that page that had nothing. that could be a fabric flip, okay? Because even though this is a small journal, I do like to do all the things, okay? So there's fabric. This can be the fabric flip, okay? Okay, and then we can put a line across and add the daisies. And you could put scrappy notes underneath there. Okay. There's that. Okay, I'm thinking fabric pocket. Okay. Fabric pocket or a top tuck. How about a top tuck or a belly band? Fabric belly band. Yeah, belly band. We haven't put a belly band in here yet. Okay. Okay. I am going to add one of these lace pieces first. Or you know what? If we go daisies across the center. Yeah, daisies across the center. Okay, daisies across the center. Kind of giving you the kind of like a theme-ish thing happening. Okay, daisies across the center on the fabric. Okay, I need to clean off that glue. You would think I would have something. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put glue on both sides. Okay, this one is okay. Okay, so that gives us a belly band. Get all the frayed edges off. So I still have this. Okay. I like that. Okay, I think we can save this and put this on things that are going to go in the journal. Okay, so we're going to need embellishments for this, and I do want to do the closure. So this, I'll show you how we're going to close it. I'm going to go ahead and take my crocodile and come down right about there. Okay, let's see. I'm over here. See if I can find a flower that, we've got a pink flower. Okay. I don't know what size I have this set for. Looks like it's set for smaller. Okay. Okay. So the base of this, I think we're good. Maybe I'm gonna see about pulling out some stencils, and we might do some stencil. This is all I have left of the purple, so I'm gonna want to find a ribbon that I can use. Let's see. And so we'll come back with a ribbon and some other fun things to just make this beautiful. So things like adding in lace. I do have, you weren't here, so you don't know, but when I did, the VIPs know, but when I did these, I have these pieces. So like this might be from here. Okay. And so we will be using this to help decorate on the inside. Give a little party going on the inside. So I'll be adding those. I'm going to see about, I'm thinking maybe the butterfly stencil, possibly, because it's kind of springy for those pages that have room and maybe want some stenciling on them. And then I do have these stickers that I can add in a few places that I just, I think that is going to be fun. I'm thinking this page right here is going to get a set of them. Okay. So these are just regular, like from the dollar store or somewhere, stickers in the right colors. I know that the Emerald Patreons got some of these in there. I think it was in their March kits. Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay. I mean, and things like adding these to the edge, so that got lace coming off the edge. I'm going to want some paper clips, I think. So, yeah, so come back tomorrow and we will finish this out. Go ahead and continue to get the things ready for the family recipe book, and watch for the information for that. Now, you are going to want to be a Patreon, a member Patreon, or I have another way coming up for the special things like that. So, yeah, you guys, thank you all so very much for being here. And I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We had a crazy, busy, but wonderful weekend. And got to do a lot of stuff for our community. Church on Sunday was beautiful. And yeah, so there. This is our no-sew Amity Bloom style journal. Again, I'll put her link down below, and so do check that out. And if you like the shabby, like I said, we're going to be adding some more lace to this and some other things, but I think this is a great, wonderful start. Have an amazing day, everybody. Congratulations to all that finished their journals in February. That was our little golden book journals. They got the pastel embroidery kit as their gift. I'm going to show it to you here really fast right now. It's available in the Dear Julie Etsy shop, and it is on sale through tomorrow, Tuesday. Have an amazing day, everybody. Remember, on Wednesday, we have a brand new challenge, and you're going to want book pages for it, okay? So the book pages like I used today with just writing, no pictures, that's what we're going to be using. Well, that's part of it in April. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.